All right, today's review video regarding FRQs, we're going to discuss just a few things real briefly here. And just want to share, first of all, you can see on the screen that AP Classroom is back up and running. That is good news. I know for some of you, you had a tough time with it last night. The website apparently crashed sometime last night around 7:30. I was working through scoring some of your FRQs, trying to provide some feedback, and it went down on me, and I know it was not back up a couple hours later. Some of you text or sent messages via Schoology or emails, and I know it was down. So therefore, you're going to have a chance to get that FRQ from yesterday done today if you didn't get it done and you planned on doing it last night. But as of this morning, AP Classroom is back up and running. A couple things I wanted to share with you. First of all, today's assignment for FRQs, I want you to, again, our goal is do one FRQ a day. And if you have a little extra time one day, to try to do two. First of all, let me brag on you a little bit. I don't know if it was the weather. I don't know what it was, but there wasn't a whole lot we could do yesterday, at least with all the rain. The volume of traffic as far as FRQs getting turned in and work getting done and feedback, people wanting answers, asking questions and saying, can you help me with this? Guys, with the approach that a lot of you have yesterday, I don't know how good we can get, but I know we can get a lot better because a lot of you really worked yesterday. Some of you did a better job on some FRQs. You at least reached out to say, hey, I need some help with something. How can I get it? And so I appreciate that, but it's not for me. It's for you. And so this is the way we can grow. Again, yesterday I was very encouraged by the work ethic, and hopefully we'll start seeing some progress come with that. Please. I have quite a bit of time on my hands. There's some days more than others, but if you need to reach out to ask a question, it may take me a few hours to get back to you, but I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. And don't be afraid of reaching out or think you're bothering me, because you're not. We will find out more information about the AP test date tomorrow night. I got an email yesterday from College Board. They're doing a presentation tomorrow night that I can actually join. I've got to register for that, and they're going to tell us when the test date will be, so I can tell you that by Friday morning when that's going to be. But here's the assignment FRQ-wise for today. Those of you who did not get to do the one that's labeled 330-120 for yesterday's FRQ, go ahead and do that today. If you have time, do another one. If you've not done the political FRQ as it's labeled, please do that one. Some of you have, some of you haven't. If you've not did either FRQ check number 3 or 4, please do those. Several of you have done all of those. If you have, I'm probably going to post tomorrow's with its date on it later today. If you want to jump ahead and do that, you sure can do that. But I know some of us need to catch up. Don't forget, if for some reason you haven't yet, you've got the review for FRQ Progress Check 3 and 4 and going over the answers in yesterday's lesson. So make sure you're watching these videos. There's always some stuff that will be helpful in that. Again, I urge you, as you practice doing the FRQs on the computer at home, try doing them without notes. And I know that sounds weird because you're thinking, well, I'm going to be able to have them on the test. I know that. But you need to train yourself for the thinking process. As we go along, we might talk a little bit more about how you can use those notes to kind of supplement you a little bit. But right now, I've got to keep you guys thinking, okay? Not trying to give memorized answers. And let me give an example, too, of how these FRQs can help. I'm not going to go over this one right now because a lot of people, or a few people, still haven't done it. But the FRQ from yesterday, one of the questions was about explaining 3 factors related to high population increases, natural increases. We had a lot of people who answered that the wrong way or not completely. Guys, that is a great time to go back and review demographic transition model and reach out to me and say, hey, I need help on that. I put up a great video last week that you can actually watch reviewing demographic transition model. I'll send it to you personally if you can't find it, but it's on the updates part. I was encouraged. There was about 5 people yesterday who, after they did that FRQ, maybe they were not real pleased with how they did, they went back and did the demographic transition model FRQ, which had been an option from a few weeks ago, the DTM one. Guys, that's what good, efficient work looks like, trying to fix our problems. So Make sure you do an FRQ today, 2 if you have a chance. You're going to have 1 video of new material, probably be about 25, 30-minute video. Be sharing it here in just a few minutes. As far as multiple choice practice goes, that is not the highest priority right now because we're not going to be tested on that, but it is good checkup material. So if you get caught up pretty much on FRQs, have a little time, and you've not done some of the multiple choice, like multiple choice check 4, and I may be putting a few others up, some smaller question number ones, it is a good idea to do those to check your understanding of some things. So I'm not saying don't do them. I'm saying actually they might be helpful, all right? Again, ask questions. Your problem may be different than somebody else's, what you're challenged with right now. Continue to reach out to me. I will give you information. One thing I'm doing for some of you, I can't do it for everybody all in one day because it's very time consuming, but I'm making highlighted notes of some of your issues on FRQs, and then I'm going to send them to you in Schoology in a private message there so you can see some things that you personally need to work on or could have done better. So I'm working on doing that. Again, I know everybody would like to have that, but that is very time consuming. Again, it was great news for me that it was hard for me to keep up with grading yesterday. And that is by far the first time that's happened to that level. So I was impressed by that. Keep working on the FRQs. We're not going to review a single specific FRQ today. I'm going to wait until maybe tomorrow, and we'll do 1, maybe even 2 of those. And trust me, we got a lot more FRQs we can practice, but you can make up your own FRQs. Last thing I want to give you in this video. Let's say you're looking at this demographic transition model stuff and you're saying, okay, I'm struggling. Well, create your own super FRQ. And you don't have to do it all at one time, but ask yourself questions like, through each stage of demographic transition model, what's happening to the birth rate? What's happening to the death rate? What's happening to the natural increase rate? What's happening to elderly dependency ratio? What's happening to youth dependency ratio? What's happening to the infant mortality rate? What's happening to life expectancy? What's happening to economic structure? Guys, these are all things, replacement level, that we should be able to answer. You may not right now, but that is the way we improve. Now go find out what the right answer is, plug that in, and let's go for it. And be able to explain, not just know where they are in each stage, but explain why they are where they are, which is what that question yesterday got some of you stuck on a little bit. So that's the end of this video for today. We will go over FRQs in more detail tomorrow. Some of you may get messages from me, and again, it may be over a couple weeks span, maybe some feedback from a particular FRQ